Hi YouTube. Oh god, I look a mess as usual. I should have said to Daniel when I first met him, either accept me as I am or don't come up here, because because when I first met Daniel I was having anxiety attacks, and they're still there now, and they've never really left, and him keep constantly walking in and out of my life has made my anxiety attacks worse. As I say, he used to keep leaving and going off to Redditch, and he used to keep leaving and going off to Lee's. Apparently, he lived with Lee for over a year. In other words, he stayed there every night for over a year at Lee's, and he was meant to be with me. This is the joke of it. I knew he stayed at Lee's a lot. I didn't realise it was a whole year, or just over a year. But yeah, as people have said to me, that I was his free meal ticket getting out of London, and that's how it feels to me, because his landlady kicked him out, and I didn't even see anything. I'm just very good. I'm a very gullible person. I didn't see anything that he'd done anything wrong, and I just said, "Yeah, come up here." Yeah. I was very clingy back then. I admit that. I'd got out of a very destructive and very toxic relationship where the other person was cheating all the time. And I was very clingy, and I used to hug Daniel all the time in bed, and I was constantly holding on to him. And he used to it started off with him blowing in my face, but it escalated to where he used to elbow me and whack his bum into my stomach, and I used to often wake up with pains in my stomach, and I don't know, I just felt very rejected by him, and I still do, and I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of praying for him, which really helps me, and I pray for his family, and I don't really want to say people's names, but I pray for my ex, and I pray for his partner, and I pray for his large family. Large as in a lot of people, large, not large as in overweight. I don't mean to offend anyone on this video, but yeah, but as I say, Daniel, I pray for all of Daniel's family as well, not just the people in Redditch. I pray for the people in Abergavenny, I pray for the people in Hereford, I pray for the people in Bromley, and But getting back to Daniel, he left me a voicemail last night saying that it's over between us, me and him. And I was very stressed and upset. But do you know what, YouTube? It was the first time in my life where it felt, although I had a panic attack for about an hour or so afterwards, for the first time in my life it felt like the right decision. Because as I say, he'd said to me numerous times that if I get with anyone else, he will beat that person and he will beat me. So I've been scared to move on, basically, with my life. And I don't know what to say about him. He's just rejected me so many times, and he wonders why I block him. He just doesn't really get it. He only sees it from his point of view. He never sees it from my point of view. Even now, he probably doesn't watch these videos on YouTube. Even now, it's pointless me saying this, because the person that I'm sending the message to probably won't even be interested in my point of view. Totally selfish and totally self-centered. spoilt by his nan and completely interested in his own. I mean, I was looking at my messages on Messenger, and I was seeing that even back in October when he was really upsetting me, even then I was messaging his sister asking, is he okay? And it just made me think, when does he ask me, am I okay? When has he ever asked me, am I okay? I've given him money to put that TV on the wall, and he hasn't done it. I've given him £20 for doing that. I've given him money for weed, I've given money for tobacco, I've given him money for fags on numerous occasions. I just felt totally used and I just feel like a total doormat, to be honest. Looking back now, there were signs early on, but I just didn't see them. Or I overlooked them, or I've lost quite a few of my friends, which I'm just trying to get back now. Especially the gay friends I've got. I lost them. I'm just getting back in touch with them now. He told me to message them and put that I don't want to see them anymore and I don't want anything more to do with them. I've asked me and him are over, so I'd done that at the time. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like he just wants control all the time, and the best way to get control is to keep putting me down all the time, and I don't know. I find his family controlling with his dad. I find his dad very controlling, and I think he's very similar to his dad in many ways, in more ways than he cares to admit. And just leaves me feeling depressed and anxious, but as I've tried to explain, I get the reason I've blocked him. I have blocked him a lot of times, but the reason I do it is because I get very anxious and very panicky. I'm not doing it to be spiteful to him, I'm not doing it to be childish. I do literally get really anxious and really panicky when he puts funny things to me, or when he just ignores my text messages or ignores my phone calls. It makes me feel very anxious and panicky that he doesn't love me, and that's the reason that I've blocked him in the past. I can't help being out. My nail varnish is all ruined because I've been doing a lot of cleaning. But I can't help feeling anxious. I can't help having panic attacks. And I can't help feeling stressed and upset, and his answer is just to leave me a voicemail saying I'm dumped, which he's done twice now, because in London he told me to go back to Birmingham and he never wanted to see me again. So this is the second time he's dumped me now. and I'm not going to go through it a third time. So I've changed my Facebook to single, because as he says, it's over between me and him. He's made that decision. I haven't made that decision. He doesn't understand my anxieties. He doesn't understand me. That I feel like in order to protect myself, I feel like I need to sometimes block people. I don't just do it with him. I've blocked Lee Cattell in the past on more than one occasion when I've been stressed and upset. I've blocked my friends in the past, Chris Roberts. I've blocked Chris Barv in the past. I've blocked Aaron in the past. I've blocked Junior in the past. I've blocked many people, and he's just taking it really personally. I mean, I know I'm in a relationship with him, so I know it's very personal, but I can't help having anxiety attacks, can I? I could write a list of the people that I've blocked in the past. I could write a long list of people that I've blocked. I've unblocked most of them now, but when my anxieties were at the worst, I blocked loads of different people. Mainly people in Redditch, which I've unblocked now. But yeah, but I can't help having anxiety attacks. It's part of who I am. I mean, it will get easier as I move away from the relationship. It will get easier as long as I don't rush into another relationship. I think that's where I went wrong. I rushed into getting with Daniel. I felt very hollow inside after it broke down between me and Aaron. I felt very hollow inside, and I wanted to fill that gap, so I rushed into another relationship. And it's not, looking back now in hindsight, it wasn't the best thing to do. I should have waited until my heart was more stable, until my mind was more stable, until my heart was more healed. And funny thing is, he'd probably come to the door in a few days' time, saying he didn't mean it. This is the kind of games I get, you see. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I really wouldn't. But all the photos I've got on the walls of him, I've got pictures of me and him and cuddling up together. I'm just going to put them in a bag for him because I'm fed up of looking at them. It's doing my head in looking at them pictures and knowing how cold and heartless and selfish he is. Yeah. There's many ways to be cold and selfish in a relationship. It's not just about money. It can be if someone ignores you all the time, someone puts you down all the time. And it feels a lot like he's just completely blanked me a lot of times and just ignored me and just... I don't know. Anyway, there's no point me wittering on because it's just... And I'm supposed to be doing my meditation till 1, so doing this video is getting in the way of my meditation, but never mind. Anyway, I hope he has a good life. I hope all of my exes are having a good life, not just him. And I hope all my YouTube viewers are having a good life, and I hope all their family and friends are having good lives and enjoying themselves. I do honestly wish the best for people. I do honestly wish that. I try not to hold grudges. I've got a whole book full of prayers. Look, there's at least, how many pages is that? There's at least, see, there must be, yeah. As I say, there's many, many, many prayers for people in that book. Many, many prayers for people. You know, and that helps me mentally, it helps my mind, it helps my soul as well as my mind. It helps me find peace in my soul, it helps me find clarity in my mind. Yeah, and it is helping me. I mean, if I wasn't writing all these prayers, I think I would literally be cutting up my wrists by now. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is really helping me praying for Daniel, praying for lots of different people. Um, the three main ones in my book who I've prayed for at least 100 times is Daniel, Aaron, and Sean. And the three main people I pray for a lot in that book, a hell of a lot, because those are people who have destabilised the tracks, who have destabilised my mental equilibrium. And I'm praying for them, yes, and I want them health, wealth, and happiness, and I want them to be happy. But at the same time, I want myself to be happy, and that is why I'm praying for them. It's not just for their benefit, it also benefits me. By praying for them, by forgiving them, by sending them blessings, I'm creating peace in my soul, aren't I? If you send what you send out is what you get back. So if you send out peace and blessings to other people, then you will have peace and blessings back in return. That is the primary reason why I pray, or why I write these prayers down and I read them out. That's why I'm praying for people, because I'm reading them out. I'm writing them and I'm reading them out. But that book is taking me ages to write out all them prayers. I've literally been writing in that book for 2 hours every day for the last month, and I still haven't finished that book. Look. So getting back to Daniel, I don't know what his problem is. He just feels like he's bringing me down all the time. I don't know. He's got his friends and he's just happy, and it just seems like that's all he wants is a circle of mates around him who maybe take drugs or whatever, and that makes it easier then for him to get his hands on drugs. I don't want to put him down. I don't want to diss him on YouTube, but that is the truth. That is the truth. And that's how it is. So he's not going to change, is he? So